It was a stormy night when Anna arrived at Ravenwood Mansion. The tall, dark house stood on the edge of the cliff, watching over the sea. Lightning flashed across the sky, making the windows glow like the eyes of a monster. Anna took a deep breath and stepped inside. She had not been here for 10 years. After her mother's mysterious death, her father sent her away to live in London. Now her father was dead too. The letter from the family lawyer said she had to return to claim her inheritance. But Anna knew that Ravenwood Mansion held dark secrets. Inside, the air smelled of dust and old wood. The butler, Mr. Graves, stood at the entrance, his face expressionless. "Welcome home, Miss Anna," he said in a deep voice. At dinner, the family gathered around the long table. There was her uncle Richard, a cold man with sharp eyes, her cousin Edward, who always seemed angry, and her stepmother, Lady Helena, a woman with a beautiful face but a cruel heart. "You should not have come back," Edward said, his voice low. "This is my home," Anna replied. Richard laughed. "Your home? Your father left many debts. This house is a curse." Anna did not believe him. Her father was a rich man, but why would he die so suddenly, and why did no one seem sad? Later that night, Anna explored the mansion. She found her father's study locked. Mr. Graves refused to give her the key. "That room is forbidden," he said. But Anna would not stop. She waited until the house was silent and then stole the key from Mr. Graves' office. When she entered the study, she felt a chill. The fireplace was cold, the books covered in dust. On the desk, she found a letter in her father's handwriting. "Anna, if you are reading this, I am already dead. You must be careful. Someone in this house wants to kill me. They may come for you next. Trust no one." Her hands trembled. Who killed her father? Was it Richard, who wanted the house, Edward, who hated her, or Lady Helena, who had always wanted her gone? Suddenly, she heard a noise. Someone was outside the study. Anna quickly hid the letter and turned off the lamp. The door creaked open, and a shadow entered. "Who's there?" Anna whispered. No answer, just silence. Then the shadow moved closer. Anna held her breath as the shadow moved closer. The dim light from the hallway revealed a figure, Edward. His face was pale, his eyes filled with something dark and unreadable. "What are you doing here?" he asked, his voice cold. "I could ask you the same," Anna replied, hiding the letter behind her back. Edward took a step forward. "You shouldn't be in this room." "Why?" Anna challenged. "What are you afraid I'll find?" Edward clenched his jaw but said nothing. He turned and left the room without another word. Anna waited until his footsteps disappeared, then quickly locked the door behind her. Her heart was racing. The letter had confirmed her fears. Her father was murdered. But who was behind it? She needed more proof. The next morning, Anna decided to search Lady Helena's room. She knew it was risky, but she had no choice. When Lady Helena went to the garden for her daily walk, Anna slipped inside. The room was elegant, filled with expensive perfume and silk dresses. She opened a drawer and found letters. One of them caught her attention. It was from Uncle Richard. "Helena, the old man suspects too much. We must act soon. The fortune will be ours. No mistakes this time." Anna's blood turned cold. It was true. Richard and Helena had planned her father's death. Suddenly, a voice came from behind her. "You should not have seen that." Anna turned slowly. Lady Helena stood in the doorway, her eyes like ice. "You killed him," Anna whispered. Helena smiled. "Yes, and soon you will join him." Anna's heart pounded. She had to escape. She ran past Helena and down the stairs. But before she could reach the front door, Richard stepped in her way. "Going somewhere?" he asked, smirking. Anna looked around. There was no way out. She was trapped. At that moment, Mr. Graves appeared. He looked at Anna, then at Richard and Helena. "I called the police," he said calmly. Richard's face turned red with anger. "You fool!" Sirens echoed in the distance. Helena's smile disappeared. She knew it was over. Minutes later, the police arrived. Richard and Helena were arrested for murder and conspiracy. The dark secret of Ravenwood Mansion was finally revealed. As Anna stood outside watching them taken away, she felt a weight lift from her shoulders. She had found justice for her father. Ravenwood Mansion would never be the same, but now it was hers, and she would make sure no more blood was spilled within its walls.